and I can't think of a better way to get a taste of Australia than with a kangaroo burger at the Roadkill Cafe.
Number 92.
Thank you so much.
Help yourself with the sauces and the napkins.
What do you recommend? Anything in particular?
No, I made them all by myself. All those sauces, and I reckon
They're just the way,
Spot on.
right the way they need to be.
Whoa. That's a hell of a burger. As evening approaches, the crowd gathers on the beach to watch the sunset and celebrate the end of another spectacular day in the Northern Territory. Although I thoroughly enjoyed my day in Darwin, it's time to leave the city behind, and I'm really looking forward to getting my first taste of the outback. We're heading to Kakadu National Park, a massive protected area that is home to a precious ecosystem and a stunning array of wildlife. While driving, Saab is only too happy to share stories of what it was like growing up here. But before we get too far, Saab has a little surprise for me. Or maybe it would be better described as an initiation.
You're going to do this.
What's happening?
Okay. So see this here?
All right.
Righto. That's green ants. And you put them in your mouth. And you roll them around in your mouth.
You roll them around in your mouth. Do they bite? All right. Tastes like citrus. Wow. Although it's hard to shake the feeling that Saab is messing with me, I find myself following him into the water to try another outback delicacy. Keeping our eyes peeled for any signs of crocs, Saab introduces me to bush celery, a surprisingly tasty and nutritious snack that's found throughout the wetlands.
That's quite good.
Having endured my first survival lesson, it's time to move on, because Kakadu National Park is only a short drive away. Used to the heat, but not the humidity out here. Those pools sure do look inviting, though. So, Sab, what do I do if the crocs start nibbling on my toes for appetizers? What's the proper survival technique?
Is to poke them in both eyes with your thumbs.
Jam in the eyes?
Yep.
Before they take you under?
And then you take off and I come after you, okay?
All right, you got it. Let's do this. Swimming holes in the desert are just about my favorite thing. But when you're in Australia, it's important to understand that there might be bigger and toothier creatures enjoying the hole too. Despite the warnings, the water is just too beautiful and inviting to pass up. Growing up in the desert, I've always felt a special connection to these types of landscapes, and I appreciate the balance of the harshness and the beauty. In a way, Kakadu reminds me of home. But the thing about the outback is that it's much more than just a desert. It's a diverse place, filled with life. And so we hop on a boat to explore a very different part of the park. This is the Yellow Water Billabong. Lying in the heart of Kakadu National Park, Yellow Water is a stunning wetland consisting of river channels, floodplains, and swamps. It is a photographer's dream, as everywhere you look, there is some strange and beautiful creature. With a third of Australia's bird species found here in the area, there is nowhere else quite like it. To conclude our adventure in Kakadu, Saab has one more place to show me. As we resume our hike and Saab continues to share stories with me, I marvel at the depth of his knowledge about the Outback. It's obvious that he's passionate about this place, a place that he's spent his whole life exploring. As we climb, the exposed granite that erupts out of the plains looks primordial, like we're hiking on the skeletons of the earth. I feel privileged to be able to explore this place with Saab, and among those privileges is getting to see Saab's favorite viewpoint in all of Australia. My first taste of the Outback has been amazing. There's nowhere on the planet quite like this. I'm excited for what's next as we continue to explore Australia's Northern Territory.